Hello, and welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Slice and Dice. Be playing another hard... I think I want to run greens. I hear everybody say that greens is really, really bad. I enjoy greens. Strata, really similar comp, but this is the more common of them. And I think I'm interested in trying it out. It seems kind of interesting to me. Let's see what we got. Shield response, big hitter. This is really rough. Fight 14 curse is what killed my win streak at 17. I got offered two really rough curses that basically just gave everything 2+. I probably should have in retrospect taken tough HP 2, but I chose shield 2 due to having... I don't think my comp was structured slightly better for it. But alas, we died. So we got to restart that streak. I think let's just go with the snake here, maybe, right? It seems kind of neat. Although we're not really going to have any cleanse with this comp coming too easily, except for maybe through the gray slot. Let's just take the Flight 14 curse. We'll do the salty run back on that. Let's see. We've got... all we want to do is just damage up front. Alloy's not going to do damage, so we'll just go ahead and shield. Clumsy, we're locking in pretty much everything. We're just going to go for the boar here. Spade makes the game kind of unlosable for the first couple of fights. Let's see. Take this. This seems fine into the tinder after we... do we have lethal on the board? I think we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have lethal on the board. So we'll go here, here, here. Shield this. Gotta shield yourself, actually. And we can mulch the tinder, because the tinder is going to be guaranteed to take some damage, probably. We're going to lock the tinder X. Just so we don't roll mandatory damage. This is the curse that I'm usually getting. I don't think I want... I think that this is usually the wrong choice. So, although with the delayed curse, it's probably fine to take the 4 items if you're playing for curse on 14. Because you have time to kind of build into the curse that you gain. What do we want? We want night every time here, right? That's not really a choice. We have the worst gray available, and offered kind of a middling orange, in my opinion. Rogue is okay. I think Rogue gets a lot worse of a rep than it deserves. What is this? I think Rogue gets a little bit worse of a rep. I think the same is true of Clumsy. I think Clumsy is actually pretty decent in the early game. Knight is still obviously really strong, though. I should have stuck with the X, but that's fine. We need to eliminate one of these bees, which is actually not really true. We have 2 of these. Let's kill this bee, and then we'll just mulch into the tinder. Glass helm. Always scary, but not obviously the end of the world sometimes. I think Scar is usually just better, but I don't have a red. It's probably smarter to take the Glass Helm, yeah? Glass Helm Ruffian sounds okay. Provided, of course, that I have a way to get rid of the archer or prevent the damage. We're always preventing the damage with this anyways. What am I thinking? We also could be mulching the mandatory damage, yeah? think this is always correct. Then this is always correct. And then this is always correct. Yeah. Don't know why that needed as much thought as it did. Bramble. I really don't want to pick Whirl. I think the Ranger's also kind of weak, but at least it gives me some range to play around, and it replaces Clumsy, which is probably the weaker of the two here, especially considering that we can regularly use. We do need to be really careful about using this in this particular fight, because, again, I don't really have any way of healing right now. We can also parry with this, which is really cool. We want to keep as much health on the Ruffian as we can. Let's just rush the Bramble. I don't see a smarter option. Again, only thing that we particularly care about here is forcing the Ruffian survival. We'll mulch into this. I don't have the damage to kill Bramble this turn. We probably kill the rat here, because I'm guaranteed to have another 3 damage at least with the next knight. Not necessarily this turn, but it's available to me. We'll roll. We'll roll for the damage. There's the Ruffian. Okay, perfect. And again, Glass Helm coming in handy. Faint Halo versus Blessed Ring. Blessed Ring, probably fine. I mean, it's a really weak item, but who in this composition is saving a whole lot very often? I suppose Ruffian maybe for the Faint Halo, but putting 2 items on the Ruffian into Ruffian for something that's going to be super fleeting is not super relevant. I'm going to take the ring just to give us another option. This could potentially be used into the steel side or something as well. It gives a Ranger, I guess, a tiny bit of flexibility. We want this. We're always rolling here. Unfortunate. We can just go ahead and save. Like this. And that's the fight. Right there. Ruffian into kill Slimelet. This statue. I don't want the statue now. I wish that the statue would be offered to me later. Sinew is good for this particular fight, and I'm actually a big fan of Sinew in general, so let's put this onto the knight. Putting it on your middle champion or middle hero when you're not sure. This is fine for the 3 shield into Sinew or the spade. When you're not really sure where we're going, this is not great. What was I saying? When you're not really sure who needs the extra hit points yet, I think it's always smarter to put it onto your middle hero. Your middle hero, notably the target of all cleave attacks. I guess there could be a reason to place it on the higher and lower one consistently if you're anticipating flank attacks, but for the most part, I think most monsters are cleaving. And I'm not very good about updating my items regularly. We just do this and then start getting rid of... Are you attacking the spade? Who cares? We can attack this one. And then we can parry. Yeah, Tinder Knight, actually pretty okay. Tinder alone, really rough. Not a fan of Tinder by itself. We're actually going to be rolling that. There is value on some sides. This is another cleave angle, or parry angle. 1 damage. 1 damage. That's absolutely not what I intended to click. I suppose it gives mulch value this turn, huh? Okay, the longbow a lot better in my opinion than the lead boots. Although the lead boots here is actually fine. I think we're gonna choose lead boots here. I don't usually pick this item. But there are some... I'm not upset rolling any of this, right? Yeah, and this is what I mean. Where we just start doing unhinged amount of damage. There we go. We have a perfect mulch target now. We can shoot this. We can go into the snake, parry this. Again, not upset to see it. We're going to lock this for the parry opportunity. We'll mulch and parry into the ranger, do a teeny amount of damage. Again, we're just outputting damage. I don't know why I'm rolling this die. Probably should have rolled this Sinew here, but it's fine. He's gonna flee anyway. Granite versus Mimic. Mimic is only going to get better than this. I actually don't think that the steel side is bad. Spade. The mulch is coming in handy, but I think that the tinder is actually playable right now. And granite does some decent damage into the bell. I think we roll with this. Two exhaust sides. I don't think we're going to be using both. We're probably going to be parrying with this one. If we parry here, nothing happens. But if we parry twice, we prevent 2 hits. Not super awesome. We're probably actually just going to exhaust here, right? Or we do this to save us some time. This kind of makes sense. A little awkward. A little awkward. I don't have the damage. Definitely awkward. I think granite is actually fine to die. We'll just save the Sinew and then do this and end the fight. Oops. Ink bottle. What are we putting ink bottle on? Troll Nose actually on Granite is pretty funny, because if you consistently get only hit to one of your 2 stone health, then the Troll Nose is constantly causing requiring 2 hits to actually damage the Granite beyond that point. It's constantly giving, and I have like no healing. So this is actually going to create a slightly interesting tank option. It's not good, but it's better than what I have available to me. This creates a dead quartz somewhere in unison with this. And this kills the imp. So I think we are killing... Are both of these going into the slate? Yeah. So we're just going to pick one. Do this. Do this. This kills that. And then we block here. And we keep our 2 slate health plus the 1. And that plus 1 is really, really important. These we take every time. And we're going to kill the bones after we shield, of course. Which leaves just this, which should go down very, very easily. The ranger here with the lead boots actually doing a lot of work. Coffin or alien? So Coffin is another one where I really don't hate putting the lead boots on at some point, huh? The alien, I never ever am casting Devoid. I don't know why, but this spell never gets clicked for me. It does give me a cleanse option, which I'm notably lacking. But I think that the coffin here actually is not a bad idea. Even if we keep the coffin the entire game. This is also okay for lead boots to carry, right? I mean, this is consistently putting out damage. I think we still stick with this for right now. Another yellow, not really what I wanted to see. I kind of wanted to see a blue or a red. Really a red. A red would have been really, really nice. But honestly, not the worst tier 0 I've ever seen. Having every slot being... Like, you can always roll this die. For whatever option you prefer. I think we want to see this shield here. Just for these militia. I think this is all fine. I think we just shield here. We shield... How do we do this? We shield here and here. Are you not? Oh, you're attacking... Wow. Wow, this is attacking... the 2 snipers are attacking this. Yeah, who cares? The Granite's just kind of chilling. We're gonna just shield this guy up. Yeah, we're gonna do that. This will shield that. We can still kill a sniper. In which case, this shield's here. And then we can just pump some damage into the militia. That's what we like to see. Take the damage. We're just gonna roll for damage. Didn't get a whole lot, but at least we should be chilling. Yeah, we're fine. 30 fights, 1. +1 item offered, -1 quality. I have a lot of options to put items on. So I think I'd rather have the quality here. Harp versus Shimmering Halo. Harp's really strong on that tier 0 right now. At the very least. Actually, also decent on Senior, right? I think we'd rather do this. Interestingly, makes everything have a bad day. Uninterestingly, can't be used in combo with this. So I think we're just going to be rangering and then taking shields here. We'll take this for now. Yeah, and then we're just going to shield up. We can parry into this and then get the max shield value. That's the correct play. Alright. Let's see. Kills our friend the wizard. We're going to be rolling for axes here. I'm just going to take the coffin because these are fighting different targets. Or take the stick. That's what we want to see. There we go. That is everybody. 1, 2, 3. To Ruffian or Fighter? I think we're still always playing Fighter here. Just for consistency. And we've already seen Ruffian, so what's the point of showing him off twice? Yeah. Very nice. We get to do this into this. Kill this, and then pump damage into our friend the Rotten. We're looking for bow here. Unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Not a great side this turn. Still not a great side this turn, but becoming a little... Well, this is going to die regardless, because the fighter is going to stab him. So we'll take the stick, just for the guaranteed not X. We do this, the fighter kills the imp that's threatening the ranger, and then we just do damage. And next turn we should have lethal. There we go. Lethal it is. We do this, and we do that. What is my trade? I don't want to reroll Sinu. Again, I really think that Sinu is undervalued by a lot of players. Urn here is kind of interesting with this, huh? Because you could do something like... Urn maintains keywords, right? Yes. So we can say, like, do... Steel Shield All, which seems really good. I think we take Urn. I think there's a lot of opportunities for this to pop off or be like Shield All Cleanse or Shield All Redirect, which seems absolutely ridiculous and not actually good. I don't need the Troll Blood. I think we're going to take the Urn. I think there's some combo potential with this. And we might even do this now and say this is Enduring Steel, because I have a lot of options for bonus shielding. Or I will with these at least. Who do I want to carry the glass helm? I think the senior is fine to carry it right now. Good at removing the claw egg off the rip. This is not the correct side. We need the one with the shield all. But like, so here's the idea, is that Coffin shields the knight and then shields all 7. And it's just, insane if that comes up. I'm fine with the cleave chip damage right now. Knight, we want to be rolling for... We can remove the War Chief. This actually puts us in a position to hammer and stab here, and then just kill a Clag. Clever, interesting. I find it interesting that you can cleave on the flanks, and it can actually be optimal. I don't think perfecting 2 damage is relevant for taking 4. In any case. And then this is fight over. There we go. Fight 14 Curse. Let's take the Curse before we decide what our level up is. What in the world is Poison Tendrils? Middle 3 heroes start poisoned per hero level. Or monster HP plus 2. I think monster HP plus 2 is kind of free. The main reason I'm avoiding the poison is that I have absolutely no reds, or in my gray doesn't have cleanse. And saying, oh yeah, well we could pull into Vessel is not exactly my idea of a good time. This seems insane if we can pull off the steel combo. Also, he can just do a ton of damage off of the Coffin Shield too. So, I think this is fine. Are we looking at this point to do this now? Probably not, right? I mean, in this particular fight, probably. Oh? Oh? Oh, but this gives me less control over the Coffin Shield, which is unfortunate. We still take this. We take Deathify. And we do this. Yeah, we can just eliminate one of these now. And not really care that much because of all the shielding. Seems legit. Seems legit. This is really good. Really, really strong rolls. Oh. We Deathify you. How did that do that much damage? Wait a minute. This one attack before I Deathify this recoil is applied one at a time and just goes straight through the granite health. Interesting. Did not know that. We're also going to be doing this first. Perfect. Thankfully, we have enough HP to survive all that. Glass Heart actually doesn't suck, because you can throw it on the same unit as the Glass Helm. Although Eucalyptus does give us the cleanse that we desperately are missing, huh? I think that the Glass Heart is the way to go. I think that we just power through and we say hell with this craziness. We go back to this setup, but now we stack both of these onto the same unit. You die so hard, you die twice. We take this for the double damage cleave. This is going to do a lot of damage if we want it to. Unfortunately, we don't really have a good way to overkill a call with plus 2 HP, huh? This is guaranteed to do +4s of 5. I think taking the guaranteed 5 here is pretty reasonable. These seem fine. And then, yeah, we're just taking damage. So we are doing this, and then this, which gives us an alarming amount of damage on one of these bandits. And then we are parrying twice. Parrying into the granite doesn't matter. We parry into the... probably the knight here, right? It doesn't matter. Parry into the sinew for the max damage reduction. Coffin was also a reasonable target because of the permadeath. Sinew appears to be the correct choice. Just off of luck alone. This is fine. Into this. Stick is fine. We'll just take all the damage. 1, 2, 3 damage even. We do 4 here, cleave into the 2. Why did you not die to the 1? Doesn't matter, you're still dead. Basalt. Dice here is... I'm happy with Dice. I think Valkyrie is also an interesting contender here. The reason I think Valkyrie is interesting is that I A, have no revives right now, and B, have no healing. Although the Dice provides the healing. I think we pick Dice. I like Dice. It's just a fun little die. He's a fun little guy. Let's heal the trap. Let's heal the dice. The dice lasting a while is good. The dice does better the longer time goes on, because you're averaging 3s. So we'll just take the 5 damage for the die off the rip. That's fine. Seems good. These guys having more HP is a little bit frustrating. They're at 9 HP, so I need to do 6 even. Or 7, rather. This guy creates a 7 opportunity, but realistically, this is going to be 5. I think taking the stick here is good. Let's roll. Let's see. We want to see based off of what this does, realistically. It gives us our... okay, we're going to use the 1 to actually proc Basalt, rather than stack up the damage for right now. 5 is going to deal damage to... Who do we not want to have single use? We really don't want to put single use on the Ranger. Then we can go here, here, and probably parry because we don't want to have 2 exhausted dice. Let's parry the Scrapper for safety. This is a really not ideal dice, but we should be alright. This is attacking into the dice, and this is attacking into the dice. So as long as we kill this quartz, we're fine. All I need to do is see a 3 show up. The coffin also can save it. The coffin saves everything. Because we can do this. We can also do this. Right. Then we go here and here, right? And then we're done using Scrapper for Bloodthirst anyway because of the position we're in. We are trying to do as much damage as possible this turn. We probably shouldn't have rolled this again. I didn't realize that we had death on it. Are we at enough damage yet? We're 1 point away. So we lock everything. And we roll here. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Parrying doesn't matter, but we'll do it. We're rolling for damage. There we go. Alright, so we coffin the knight and then get the save on the coffin. 3 goes into the basalt. We deal 1 here. Threatens killing Sinu. We're trying to deal as much damage as possible. 4 hits is fine. We need more than 4 hits because we're playing this new curse. One, 2, 3. We parry twice, actually. We're hitting here. We're parrying. We're parrying. We're attacking. Should have taken the 6 heal, but we get the flee anyway. Holy Book gives us all the cleanse we could possibly ask for. And that's probably the way that we go. I need to have some sort of cleanse. Right now we're going to stick it on dice, but it will probably be being moved elsewhere sometime soon. One pip, not super good. Not going to lie. This doesn't stun this anymore, unfortunately, but it does set up Scrapper to do some damage. Actually, that will stun it because of the... We're going to do a ton of damage. We do this, and then this, and that stuns the Wiz. 8 damage can go into either Basilisk, doesn't really matter. This purifies itself, and actually takes off the weaken as well. This is all fine, right? We just do this. We cleanse here. We first attack into this, of course, for the bonus damage. Cleanse here. Damage. Damage. Shield doesn't really matter. Scrapper to Captain or Ranger to Agent. Ranger to Agent also seems really good to just slap both of these items on. I think... I mean, this is also good, right? And then the Blessed Ring just hits somebody. We'll put it on Sinu to give another opportunity to shield the Scrapper, I guess. That's a lock. We're rolling for damage. Not ideal, not ideal. First off, we are going to be killing the zombie. I have no way to really save the Sinu except to... We can parry here, and then we can parry the last tick of this. Which will be 1, 2, 3 to charge at this attack. And then we parry with the last tick of that. Unfortunately, we didn't roll anything strong here. Group single use. Yeah, gonna pass. Two pain kills us one of the bones, I guess. But 2 pain on your pain turn is also really good. This seems fine. We're gonna take this and see how the turn looks. If we do damage into a skeleton and then damage into a... first of all, we can just eliminate this wisp now. We can also eliminate this wisp now, which opens up the elimination of this wisp. But we're still taking a shnikey's load of damage. So, I'm not sure if that's correct. Whereas if we kill this bones... What? Oh, all of these are attacking. Wow. Super unfortunate that I can't actually save any of these guys through this method. I have to parry both times. That's actually probably fine. I lose some tempo on that, but I think we're fine. We take this, we take the 4 damage, we take this. Unfortunately, I can't add to it with that, but I can do this. And this will be fine. We can go here, here. This is self-shielded to eliminate this target. The growth on this is gonna... We need to eliminate this unit. We can parry here to shield this. We're still doing okay. But these wisps are creating an alarming amount of bones with so many hit points. We absolutely cannot... That's the only side I didn't want to see. Cannot let the agent die. We're taking this. That's kind of what we needed, yeah. This is 5 damage into this bones. Kind of need to kill the wisp, right? Into this bones. I got 2 more attacks. 1, 2. Then we can parry and heal. Save the burst. We're gonna make it. We're starting to turn it around. This did get really sketchy there for a minute. This should all be fine. Just to start eliminating snipers. So we need 4 damage into the wisp. Then we need a dead sniper. Then we need a dead sniper. And then we can do this and kill exactly. Woo! Not even close, baby. Wax seal into... This is also really good, huh? We can get rid of glass heart and put it up here. Yeah, I think we take wax seal every time. Who do we want to do this? We can add +2 to 2 units. I mean, we can do it on the die, right? The die, putting it on the double +2 on the die is kind of good. But unfortunately, you also get the lead boots, so I don't think super good. But this seems fine. Lead boots we can stick here. I don't think this is terrible. And the cleansing being on the pain shields is fine too. In fact, this is 3 cleanse sides rather than this units. I think we're okay here. This is the correct option every time. I think we're always taking quad use here as well. This kills one of the zombies. What are my other options here? Heavy and rescue. I mean, if we roll into anything, it's kind of good, right? Rescue kind of goes nuts if we can set it up right. The Knight 3 damage here is not going to be super relevant, so I think we're rolling the damage there for sure. I think we roll both of these. I think we're always locking this. Eight into the demon. This always just kills the zombie straight up. So we want to kill the one attacking here. And then if we can kill this demon. That's not the one that matters. It's this guy actually. We just do this. We go 1, 2. It doesn't matter because there's nothing else attacking there. We do this. We go 1, 2 to kill it. We don't even need to do that because it's dealing no damage this turn. We can just straight up go for this guy and reduce all the damage here. And then we'll prevent some damage to the die. I think we're good. Look at that. Incredible. It's like they're not even playing. That worked out. We take the steel side. I think this is just fine. We do this into this. Kill the zombie. We can do here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And heal our coffin. That's fight. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And fight 20, right? The hand. Twin, I don't really have any way to help. I don't really have a whole lot of ways to make this function. So I think we just take Wanderer here. Which is great into the hand anyway. And then we Blessed Ring. Is there anybody that we want to throw the lead boots on? Wanderer, definitely no. I think we can throw the lead boots here. But again, this is also our cleanser. So we kind of want to be able to reroll for our cleanses. I think we're fine like this. I think we take the lead boots off. Lead boots did some work this game, though. What do we want? We want Defy, right? Pretty much always just we want Defy. I'm never gonna get mana to trigger Engaged. Come on. Thank you. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. We are so him. We can do this onto the dice. That's fine. But no, we're gonna do this here and just protect everybody. Okay, let's do this, and then we're just gonna pump damage into... Honestly, we probably want to be able to remove one of these sabers next turn. If only we could have had the shield damage side, perhaps next turn. Damage the target set to 5. And he's summoning. I think we take... I think we don't want to exhaust here. This is self-death, right, on this one? Yeah, I think we're just going to take the 5 here. That seems smart, just to kill this guy. I think we're going to risk it for the biscuit on the... There we go. Take the arrow side. You're now going for shields. You are obviously re-rolling, but unfortunately can't get any shields. Excellent. We're going to do this. Doesn't even matter. We do other order. We go for 10. Honestly, if we pump everything into the hand this turn, we're really struggling when he summons 3. So I think we just do this. And then we deal with this turn as it is. This is a dead saber. The Defy this turn would be crazy powerful. Defy plus 20 would be nuts. 5 Petrify is insanity. That's fight over if we can make it happen. And that petrifies that ability, right? Yeah, okay. So, insane, insane, insane agent pull here. Yeah, I think we just roll for protection on the Wanderer. This happens. Can we save the Wanderer? Yes. Because we parry. And then we just do 4 to whoever. We really don't even need to deal with the hand anymore. We attack this mob because it's exhausted and that's dead. The hand is just toast. All he can do is summon blades. And of course he's summoning blades. Why wouldn't he be? Take the shifter engage to deal with this blade. Why wouldn't he be putting up a fight? I think we just do. this. 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 13 steel goes here. 13 steel goes... Yeah, I suppose it does go into the hand, right? It probably just needs to be dealing with the blades. The hand can't do any damage. All I need to do is manage the blades. It's so unfortunate that he pulled that, but it is what it is. And we scale with Era, and we scale... Hypnotize is really good here. Steel, this might be it. We need to save everybody, of course. This does no damage now. That is not your job, that is your job. We can get rid of this one. And then we parry into nothing. We just wait the turn, and he doesn't roll blades, thank Christ. Defy isn't really strong. 2 damage isn't really strong. We really just want to be rolling for... Although, can we get a heal, please? Can we get a heal? Doesn't matter. Or shouldn't matter, rather. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And should just be able to just slowly chip out the hand now. Because the insane Petrify. Yeah, we frauded the shit out of this run. Absolute crazy agent fraud, but I'll take it. I'm not gonna complain. There it is. Classic hard streak. 2 streak. Going crazy. No, I think this was an okay run right up until we fought the hand, and then it got really, really sketchy. And then Agent came in clutch. But fun run. Appreciate you all for watching. I hope you all have a good one. Bye.